Bedtime routine. In order to take your game to that next level, engaging in a pre-bedtime routine is beneficial for your performance games. If your body is feeling beaten from a tough day, then a nightly routine will help calm you down, relax, and help you recover before you go to bed. My objective is to help deliver and help you alleviate tight muscles, which can help take away aches and pains, but most importantly, help to improve your quality of sleep, which is essential for muscle growth. The first in our nightly routine is to be engaged in an old healing tradition. That is jumping into an Epsom salt bath. It is being advised that this is one of the best ways to stimulate and increase recovery. Also, ease muscle pain and tension, but most importantly, calm your mind. To understand Epsom salts and the thinking behind them, you need to know that Epsom salts are made of magnesium and sulfate. Magnesium is known to increase relaxation, reduce inflammation, and aid in muscle soreness. The sulfate in Epsom salts are said to help with recovery and detoxification. Suggested to add 3 to 5 cups in hot water and soak for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Once finished soaking with the Epsom salts, the next step is to rehydrate. Although you don't want to guzzle a huge bottle of water going to bed, I simply recommend drinking a small glass of water or incorporating a protein shake. Hydrating before bed will actually help avoid waking up due to thirst or uncomfortable leg cramps caused by dehydration through the night. Having a protein shake before bed also has been shown to help aid in recovery, stimulate muscle growth, and preserving muscle mass, as the name of the game is to preserve the gains. Now that you are warm and relaxed, it is time to finish the nightly routine by putting away all electronics. The truth is, using electronic devices before bed can psychologically stimulate you in ways that can be adversely affecting you and your sleep. Here's what happens when using TVs, tablets, phones, laptops, and other electronic devices before going to bed, which delays your body's internal clock, aka our circadian rhythm, which suppresses the release of the sleep-inducing hormone melatonin. It makes it more difficult to fall asleep. This is largely due to the short wavelengths of artificial blue light that is projected from these devices. The more electronic devices you use in the evening, the harder it is to stay asleep or fall asleep. We know where sleep is where we maximize our recovery, so it's critical that at least 1 hour before you go to bed, you put away all electronics. We will then use this valuable time for a stretching routine. It is shown stretching can be incredibly relaxing and meditative. Focusing on your body and its present actions can be a great way to separate yourself from the day's stresses and signaling your body's subconscious to stop worrying. The slow, purposeful movement of stretching provides the perfect opportunity to breathe slowly and focus on your breath. Your breath plays an important role in how relaxing these stretches will be. The slow, rhythmic, diaphragmatic breathing in and out through the nose allows for enhanced relaxation, as this type of mindful breathing triggers the relaxation response. Our body relaxation response helps counter the physiological effects of stress by decreasing its hallmark symptoms like blood pressure and muscle tension. So here are 5 main stretches to help alleviate tight muscles and alleviate aches and pain. Adding in recovery while also improving the quality of sleep, which is essential for muscle growth. This is the end of the night routine. This will help us fully unwind, relax, and let go. I absolutely love this as it hits the entire body. The first exercise is going to be our couch stretch. Before we start, we're going to touch on our breathing one more time, allowing yourself to unwind and let go through your breath. Every single exercise is going to be 2 to 3 minutes long. Here we go, and always make sure you're comfortable. For the first stretch it is going to be the couch stretch. Elevate your back leg, knee in line with the hip, activating. If you've been sitting all day, this will really open up the hip, your hip flexor, your psoas, and your quadriceps. What I really want you to do is brace the core, squeeze the glutes, and have less pressure on the spine. And breathing, really causing that time to take your breath. To advance this stretch and activate the abdominals and upper body, we can utilize the arm by doing some rotational stretches through as we hold for the prescribed amount of time. Again, making sure we reinitiate the opposite side. Exercise 2 is going to be the elevated pigeon hold. Now for here, what I really love about this one is it really hits that external hip, allows a full external rotation. As it hits the posterior side on the glutes, including the hip region. So what we're gonna do is, your knee doesn't have to fully be at 90, but the goal is to try to work it there. So I'm gonna place my knee on my bench, again, utilizing a couch or whatever you have for your access, your closest access, and we are just gonna hang here for the prescribed amount of time. Now again, if you feel like you got some tightness, you can always put a pillow underneath the knee to prescribe some movements. This will make sure you got a long and tall posture, and if rounded, this will deplete your breathing and the dysfunction of your posture. To incorporate a little bit more of an advanced stretch, make sure you inhale through the nose, and then exhale slowly on the way out. Making sure to perform this movement on either side. For the third stretch, we are going to go into our hamstrings. Hamstrings are an area that is often done improperly and neglected. So by performing this movement, we are going to lay on our back, creating long tension in the body, putting the strap around my foot. Now from here, maintaining that toe on the ground, pointing straight up to the roof, and pulling that leg up as far as you can go. Now from here, once you've held it for the prescribed amount of time, in that movement, just perform little oscillations, really increasing the depth of that stretch. Once I've performed a few circles, I'll prescribe the amount of reps the opposite way. Now really changing the angle of where I want to perform my oscillations. Next, we're going to jump right into the stair calf stretch. It's an unbelievable stretch that works the whole musculature and really helps to stretch out that calf region. I love it because it's a very simple stretch, and all you got to do is camp out here, rest, relax, and reap the amazing benefits. I recommend to wear a pair of shoes, as it could be very daunting on the feet at first. Here I'm going to utilize 2 sticks to help support balance. Otherwise, I'd rather have used the wall or 2 railings on the side. Here, to modify it, we're just going to go 2 feet on the box. We're going to maintain inside ankle bones high as we drop the heels right to the ground, holding it for the prescribed amount of time. To intensify the stretch, all you're going to do is place 1 foot behind and lowering that heel, again reaping the amazing benefits provided and holding it for the prescribed time. Finally, the last stretch is called the child's pose, to fully unwind and let everything go. So then we are prepared and ready to go to bed. One thing to focus on is having the heels away in the front, and when the body sits, the hips are back, and elongate the hands. So to perform the child's pose, we like to sit back into seiza, knees fists width apart, or widen the body, whatever feels comfortable. From here, we're going to walk out the hands, elongating the spine, sitting the hips back, and holding it to finish off your night. Now that you've completed the nighttime routine, you're ready to go to bed, wake up, and dominate the next day.